Hey everyone, it's Julio from SkatePunk, and today I'm here to talk about the Etnies Joslin Vulc. This shoe right here, this is my left shoe. I am goofy-footed. I use my right foot, so you're not going to see much wear and tear from here. I guess except maybe like in the toe area. I've been trying to pick up impossibles, and it's been a little impossible for me. And it's kind of great for these shoes, at least this one specifically, because this one isn't seeing that much action. You have this one-piece toe cap. You have this nicely padded mesh tongue, and on the inside, you're going to find tongue centering straps. I am flicking them. There we go. It's right here. These help the shoe lock into your foot better. You know, they don't shift around or anything, that weird tongue thing that some tongues do, which sucks. I like that these shoes don't have the metal eyelets. I feel like the metal eyelets sometimes wear out your shoe faster, or the shoelace faster, just because it's rubbing against your grip tape and it's rubbing against that metal material. And these shoes don't have that. They have a very interesting sewing pattern. I don't feel like it's exposed. I think that's like a highlight for the America Romero, and Etnies in America are under the same umbrella of Outsole Tech. So it's probably technology that crossed over. The shoe featured a super thin insole that I unfortunately threw out and misplaced, can't find anymore. I tried skating the shoe for a couple of days with it and I couldn't stand it, so I threw on these footprint insoles game changers, and they've been a game changer for this shoe. The shoe fits so much better. Part of that, on the outside we have the Etnies Vulc Michelin sole. I didn't hear any much attention for this shoe, so I was like, you know what, I'm hopping on this. Let's see what this shoe is like. I personally shimmy a lot to set up for tricks and stuff. This was a shoe that I'm like, that's it. That's the shoe I need to skate. The shoe didn't have much board feel with the original insoles, which surprised me because it's a Vulc shoe. It was definitely stiff, which is a thing that I like from shoes because that just makes me feel like the shoe's going to last that much longer. The problem with those FP game changers is you're not going to get as much board feel as you would with another set of insoles. The shoe featured this light, I believe it was Ortholite insole, and unfortunately it just wasn't that good. Like, it didn't provide any arch support. It was just kind of there, it was flat, and the shoe itself just kind of has this, like, it's not cardboard, but it's cardboard like composite. It's definitely all crunchy and cracked up and beat up on the inside, and I don't like that about shoes. I feel like it just reduces the lifespan of shoes, which kind of sucks because, you know, you want to wear your shoe out as much as you can, but once that starts happening, that gives out, it starts flaking off, and the shoe just doesn't feel the same. It loses that oomph. Like I said, this is my left foot. Now switching on to my right foot. Here you can see the wear and tear. I lost some tricks and I've been trying to get them back. You know, with work and stuff, you kind of get busy. One of the tricks that I've been trying to work on has been like the straight up kick flips and heel flips. I'm going to start off with the back end and move forward. There's this like heel wrap. I don't feel like it did much, but it did help me feel secure. That's one of the biggest takeaways of this shoe. You're gonna feel locked in here. A part of the tongue centering straps, the heel is shaped like this. Feel like it's supportive. It locks your foot in really well. I think it might be part of this weird like toe boxing tape in the heel, but it's the heel counter is a bit stiffer and your foot feels locked in, and that's something you want to feel when you're skateboarding. With the heel flips, I'm kind of glad that there's this weird kind of material. I don't feel like I got much wear from the shoe. I did a bunch of heel flips trying to get them back. They're kind of getting on their way back. This weird nubuck synthetic kind of material just wears out, but it didn't give out. It didn't blow out. I have some shoes that look disgusting after 3 months, which is how long I skated these aroundish. Moving on, like I said, the weird kind of like stitching. Some of the stitches aren't present, but it's still there, and it's not flapping off or coming off. It's still held together really well. There's some wear on the Etnies logo, which isn't an issue. I didn't blow out through any laces, maybe just because I'm not doing any weird variations, but I didn't see that either on my impossibles, which have been, you know, they wrap around your foot. Moving on, there's this boxing tape. I felt like it was a little thick, but I was surprised that maybe I want to say like the first weekend. One of the things I noticed once I moved on to the foot at like forefoot and I started flicking, the groove started building really quickly. I was maybe like a week into the shoe, maybe a little bit more, when I noticed that the groove was just really present. I wasn't even click flipping that much, and you know, it just kind of started wearing away. This has been like the weakest point of the shoe. This wore out relatively quickly. These shoes feature this like rubber underlay like most shoes do. I know it comes with the regular Joslins. This is a Vulc version, and I hope they kept that. I unfortunately didn't get there. Then we have the outsole. Like I said, it's the Michelin outsole. It's Vulc. I didn't get that much board feel. I got a lot of wear in this shoe. One of the things I do want to point out is that this wore out faster than I thought it would. I was maybe like a month in, and then I had maybe like a somewhat like an inch worth of like the balding like in this area here, and it eventually started spreading out as like I got better board feel. It started wearing out faster than I would have expected or liked this shoe to wear out. It's a pretty deep pattern, but again, it wore out faster than I wanted to. You can see kind of here how like it just kind of gradient with the ollies and stuff that I do off on this side of the shoe. Overall, the shoe is solid. It's decent. It's nothing amazing, unfortunately, which is what I expected from these outsoles. I think it's sturdy. I throw out my shoes once I get a flat spot and I move on to the next thing, but I felt like with these shoes, you know, they're decent. If you're gonna wear them to the ground, you're gonna get a good lifetime with the shoe. You're definitely gonna go through the sole faster than you are gonna go through the upper. I'm seeing some wear here, and I know it's counterintuitive to what I said earlier, but I think this upper, the toe area, is just going to hold up that much longer. You're probably going to flatten this out, then you're going to make a hole here, but the toe area, the suede, is just going to hold up that much longer. You're going to shoe glue that if you want to, or if that's what you're doing, but you're going to get a good solid upper resistance. Even when like you start getting wear here and this starts lifting up, you can just hold that down with some shoe glue. You know, just swap out the insoles. Like, you don't want to be wrecking your feet like that, or at least take a break every so often and stretch your arches or do anything to help build up that muscle in your arches, which doesn't sound like something you want to hear from a skate shoe. But you know, if you're going to skate them, swap out the insoles, get something a bit more supportive, and that way the impact doesn't hit you as bad. Like I said, this shoe is okay. It's mediocre. Not even mediocre, it's okay. It's nothing super amazing, game changer, and it isn't the worst shoe that I've skated in my life. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe if you want to try them and they're on sale, I suggest go for it, get them. It's not a bad shoe. It's okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. And check out the other videos we have on our channel. Check out the written review on our site. Ryan has some great writing pieces. I did a couple of interviews. They're up there for you to read. Go have fun. Go skate. Go get a pair of shoes. Go skate them. And 30 thick, but